Hi everyone, this is Rani here, OCA trainer. So let's start. About myself, I have overall 20 plus years of experience, and for the past 15 years I have been handling trainings, Oracle based trainings, and for the past 7 plus years I have been doing OCA trainings. Okay, and let me share my screen. When we talk about Learnomate technologies, we are a training institute. We are the leading software training institute, and we provide training related to all the trending IT technologies. And we are located at Pune and Hyderabad. So you can see here these locations we are being located. And our mission is to shape your future in the realm of IT. How? Like by providing best quality, reasonably priced and trending software courses. So whatever the courses which are trending and which is useful for the participants, we do give it. Okay, we do provide with less cost. And vision, when you talk about, we want to transform your dreams into realities. And the values you can expect from us is excellence, innovation, integrity, empowerment, customer centric, and accountability as well, right? And here these are our achievements you can see here, like Nishant Singh, he has got in job in Cognizant for 5.6 lakhs per annum, and Aditi Khanna in Infosys, Aisha Singh, Shivam Shah, so all these people. So from last 10 years we have been helping more than 20,000 students to grab a successful future in top MNC companies we have been doing. Okay. And our CEO, he is Mr. Ankush Tavali. He himself is an Oracle DBA, and he is a beloved trainer as well. And he has around 10 plus years of overall experience. So he has worked in major IT companies, like you can see Cognizant, Infosys, L&T, Wipro, all these companies. Our CEO has worked, and he has started Learnomate with a vision. So to guide those aspirants who are willing to enter into IT sector. Now, with the vision to inculcate the seed of interest in kids, mind from a small age, he has initiated Udon as well. Okay. And you can see our channel here in YouTube. We have around 23,000 subscribers with 1.2K videos we have uploaded. So our channel is helpful for those who are looking to start their career in Oracle DBA. Now in OC also, we are providing the trainings as well. Okay. So, and when we talk about Google rating, we have got 4.8 plus. Okay, means like 1,000 people have given the good review for 4.8 rating they have given here, and 3,000 plus Insta followers we have. Okay, and you can see here our technologies which we provide, like Oracle DBA, Oracle Fusion, Oracle Cloud, data engineering, data science, data analyst, RAC DBA, DevOps, AWS also we provide, Salesforce, Java, Python, SAP. So you can see all the trending courses we provide for the aspirants as well. And what are our salient features of our training means? We do provide online and offline training options. We have both the options. You can choose which one you want. Then certification after course completion we provide, and real-time projects for practice we give. And my training methodology is 90% practical and 10% theory. And we provide a dedicated support team, and we help in resume preparation and job assistance as well. Okay. And when we come to Oracle Cloud Infrastructure, what is meant by Oracle Cloud Infrastructure means, see, when we talk about Oracle Cloud infrastructure, we should know, like whenever we want to move our data, okay, from on-premise towards cloud, okay, we go with this infrastructure. And you can see in October 2019, 116 regions were there. Now it has been moved to some 48 regions are there. So you can see here your commercial, government, Microsoft Azure. So all these are the regions. So what do you mean by these regions? Means regions are the places, that is geographical places where we provide our data centers. Okay, Oracle's data centers are being provided here. Okay, and when we nowadays you can see our whole on-premise database is being converted towards or transferred or migrated towards the Oracle Cloud only. So when you talk about your cloud, so you can see what is this my software package. So you can see all these layers, what these are. So our software package is being divided in these layers only. So the basic one is networking. On top of it, storage is there. On top of it, servers and virtualization, operating system, middleware, runtime, data, and my application. This is how my software package is being integrated as. And if I consider, see, Oracle is providing three types of services, guys. So one is infrastructure as a service. Okay. Another one is software as a service and platform as a service as well. Okay. So infrastructure as a service means my networking, storage, servers, and virtualizations. The last 4 layers I'll be giving to the vendor. Okay. The other layers, the client, they can take care. So that is what infrastructure as a service means. So this has a tremendous scope nowadays we have as an infrastructure as a service when you consider. So when you talk about platform as a service means along with these layers, you can see networking, virtualization, softwares, servers. Along with this, our operating system, middleware, and runtime also we are giving away to the vendor, that is to Oracle. Okay. See, when we are going for such scenarios means when I consider, okay, my data and my application is sensitive for me. My data and application is very critical for me. I cannot give the data to others. Means I can keep my data to myself and I can give away all these layers to the other vendors, that is to the Oracle. So that is what happens in case of platform as a service. Next one is software as a service. You can see here, see all the layers. See, I don't have time to look at my services and all. Just I want to consider my business only I want to focus on. Means in such use cases, you can go for this software as a service. So like A to Z, everything is being given to the vendor. Okay. And the client will take only, they'll be using as the applications like an end user only. Like we are using, no, Amazon or IRCTC, like that we are using, right? So like that, we are just utilizing all these layers we are giving away to the vendor, and just as an end user, we are using here. I hope you can follow. See, Oracle is providing me 3 types of services: infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service. So you can see all these layers here as well. Okay. And when you talk about the scope of an architect associate means, okay, so what is the scope of the architect associate? So how much salary I would get means, see, average Oracle Cloud architect salary is 39.7 lakhs. Okay, for the experience between 9 years to 19 years. Okay, so normally it ranges between 16 to 49 lakhs for Oracle Cloud architect people. Okay, because all the on-premise databases are being transferred, migrated towards this OCI only. Oracle Cloud only, it has been migrated. That's why it has been considered as the most prestigious job, as well as it has more scope. They say. Okay. And when you talk about Oracle Cloud infrastructure, it contains the regions, as I said earlier. These are the regions we saw, right? So the places, that is the geographical places, we call it as the region. Okay. So where we maintain our data centers. So you can see availability domain 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So when you talk about your regions, how the architecture of OCA, how do we design the OCA means, you can see so you can see we have regions. Okay. So regions means what? The geographical area, we call it as regions. Okay. Geographical area, we call it as regions, right? So under these regions, okay, under these regions, you have your ADs. That is, ADs means what? Availability domains. Okay. Availability domains, we call it as. And these availability domains in turn contains the fault domains. Okay. So availability domains means it ranges. See, from 1 to 3 it ranges. Okay. In India and all, we have only one AD. Whereas in US, we have 3 ADs per region. See, for example, Phoenix or Chicago or London or Frankfurt, they have 3 regions. Whereas here in India, we have only one AD per region. See, in India, we have our regions at Mumbai and Hyderabad. Okay. And each region contains one AD, right? And each AD contains 3 fault domains. Okay. See, this is our region. Inside the region, I have availability domains. It varies, okay, from 1 to 3. So in India, as I said, it contains one AD, whereas the other, some regions it has 2, and in US it has 3 regions. Okay. And each AD contains 3 fault domains. Okay. Like this, you have 3 fault domains, FD1, 2, 3. So that is what we are referring here. See, this region contains our ADs, and the each AD in turn contains the 3 fault domains. Okay, like a RAC servers you can consider. RAC servers, we call it as fault domain here, right? And we have our multiple fault decorrelated, completely independent data centers. We call it as availability domain. Okay. And here, what do you mean by this? Means, see, we have OCA Classic as well as Gen 2. Okay. And OCA Gen 2 as well. So in Classic means till 2017, we called the OCA as Classic. And we called the data centers there. Right. Whereas in OCA Gen 2, we are calling the data centers as availability domains. Right. So here, that is what we are referring to. The availability domains means multiple fault decorrelated, completely independent data centers. We call it as availability domain nowadays. So grouping of hardware and infrastructure within an AD, we call it as fault domain. So you can see 3 fault domains minimum we have. See, when you consider 3 fault domains here, see, 3 ADs means each will contain 3 fault domains. Means overall 9 fault domains you will have in US. Whereas in India, in Mumbai and Hyderabad, we have 3 fault domains because single AD only we have. So 3 fault domains, maximum and minimum only, that is the range we have. Okay. And what do you mean by this fault domain means? See, we just the hardware and infrastructure, we call it as, that is the RAC servers, we call it as fault domain. Okay. And we have the predictably low latency and high-speed encrypted interconnect between ADs. See, between the ADs, see, even though the ADs, both the ADs are being maintained by Oracle itself, but still they provide a very high security and speed as well. Speed you cannot compromise. Okay, means latency is very low and speed is very high, and encryption is there between the ADs as well. So they provide a very high security also using the encryption. Okay, and here you can see your data centers are there. On top of the data centers, you can see the physical networks, that is the hardwares which we were talking about, right? And also why Oracle OCI is being dramatically improving when you compare with the other vendors means, see, they provide non-oversubscribed networks, means no noisy neighbors we have. Okay, and very high scale they provide, means like nearly 1 million network ports we have in an AD, and predictably low latency and high speed interconnect they provide as well. Okay, so very high scalability they provide using nearly 1 million network ports they provide in a single AD, as well as non oversubscribed networks means what? See, what is the capacity that AD can occupy, how many or accommodate how many clients, only those customers will be allowed. Okay, they will never allow, see, for example, 10 customers means only 10 customers will be allowed. That hardware, software, everything will be given only for that corresponding capacity, the people, the clients are being allowed. And we don't have any noisy neighbors as well. Okay, so that is what we mean here. And on top of this, you have your virtual networks. Means what? See, we have our physical networks. On top of this physical networks, you can see the virtual networks. Means, see, when we are having our missions, the customers, they should think that the hardware and software is dedicated only for them, right? Then only they will have trust on the vendor. So what they do is, they just go with this virtual network. They just divide the whole physical network into various virtual networks. So that's why you call this as virtual network. So that each customer will think that they are being provided with a dedicated hardware for them, right? So that's why you call this as a off-box network virtualization. Okay, means we move the storage and network IO out of the hypervisor. Okay, and we enable the lower overhead and bare metal instances as well. So these are the type of the missions, virtual mission and bare metal instances we use. So that is what we say here. Okay, and the services, what are the services in case of OCI? Infrastructure services, as we talk about. What are the services being provided means, you can see bare metal mission, GPU, that is graphical processing unit, VMs, containers, or Exadata rack, DB systems. Here, when you talk about storage, you have your non-volatile memory or block storage, all this or the types of the storage. And here, object storage, file storage, then load balancers, VPN, all this, and security. So these are all the main services being provided by the Oracle. And here, when you talk about the services of the OCI, you can see identity and access management. Means they give us full security towards this identity and access management. And networking, when you talk about, we have this VCN, VPN, Fast Connect, load balancer, all this are being provided in case of networking. And when you talk about compute, which type of instances, that is, which type of missions we are using, that we are talking about here, like bare metal machine or VM machine or dedicated host, all this we have. And autonomous database, when you talk about, we have ADW and ATP. And database, so you can see bare metal, VMs, rack, Exadata, all this. And storage, local storage, block storage, file storage, object storage, archive storage. These are the various different kinds of storages we have, right? And serverless, when you talk about, so serverless means we have the functions here. Functions means independent of the platforms. See, I write the code and just run it in any platform. Okay, that's why we go for functions. And we have our autonomous database as well. right? And we have our analytics, means we can go with streaming, Oracle Analytics Cloud, next layer services. Security, when you talk about, we have the audit key management. Okay, so analytics, then data movement. So how do we move the data? So edge services we have. So how do we move the data? Means we either online data movement or offline data movement, and edge browsers as well we are using here. Okay, so you can fill up the Google form, guys. And when you talk about the certifications, it's very it's better to do the certifications. It's for the job opportunity. And we provide the support, like we have the recordings here, and placement assistance we do provide, and global certification we provide. This is a global certification from our Learnomate technologies. And also we support for interviews and mocks as well. So we guide you for doing the certification. So this course is for doing Oracle OCI, Oracle Cloud Infrastructure Foundation and Associate. Okay, so these are the things you're supposed to do. Okay, you can do the certifications, and we are here to guide you how to proceed with the certification. Fine, guys, you can let me know if any questions you have. And before that, let's see the course content as well. So this is our course content. So as I said earlier, my training methodology is 90% practical and 10% theory. So this is how the cloud concepts and getting started with OCI we are saying. Cloud service models like infrastructure as a service, platform as a service, software as a service, just now we saw. And Oracle Cloud deployment models, like we have public, private, hybrid cloud models, and Oracle Cloud IaaS offerings. Then what is the difference between OCI Classic versus OCI we'll see? And what are the OCI services we have? So that also we'll see. And OCI region and AD, and OCI fault domain as well. And in case of these are the services, IAM service just now we saw, right? Identity and access management service we saw, no? So that is what here. So this is the first service we'll see. So IAM service, overview, users and groups, and IAM authentication, API key auth token, authorization, all this we'll see. And overview of the compartments and how to move the resources between the compartments. What is a compartment? What is the purpose and role of it? What is the importance of the compartments? How to move the resources between the compartments? And IAM policy, that is policy inheritance and attachment, and tags like defined tags, freeform tags. All this we will see. And networking. So all this we'll see in practicals. Okay. And networking module like networking service, CIDR, IP addresses, and network VCN subnet. So subnets means what are the types of the subnets we have. Then route table, route rules, how to configure the internet gateway, NAT gateway, service gateway, and dynamic routing gateway. Then local and remote VCN peering, firewall security list, network security groups, and VCN default components. And we have to recap as well. Okay. And connectivity options, when you talk about, we have the IP types as well, along with the connectivity options like public, private, reserved, and ephemeral IPs. So what is the difference between them? Why should we go in which use case we are going for these IPs? And how to create VCN, okay, subnet, security list. So all this just now we saw, right? Internet gateway, service gateway, dynamic routing gateway, all this. And the next service is compute. So compute means missions. So which type of missions we have, like bare metal machine or virtual machine or dedicated VM? And what are the shapes we have, like standard shapes, dense IO shapes, or graphical processing unit shapes? So storage options. So which type of shapes, how much we have to pay for it? So that also we'll see. And storage options, DB systems, storage architecture, and how to generate the SSH keys, and how to connect with the machine as well, like Linux machine or Windows machine. And what is the life cycle? That is compute life cycle and compute image as well. Okay. And we have the custom images also. Apart from the compute image, we have the custom images. So we will explore how to create the boot volume, how to detach and attach the boot volumes, clone, backup, and restore the boot volumes as well, and how to use the console to launch the DB system and auto scaling. All this we'll see. Okay. Along with that, we have the storage. So storage module overview and storage overview means like block, object, and file storage. Local NVMe storage. So what is the purpose and what is the advantage of local NVMe storage? Then block volumes. So how to create, attach, detach the and manage the block volumes as well. Then how to resize and share the volumes, and backup and restore the block volumes, and clone and volume group. Then object storage overview. Then standard versus archive object storage. So how to create the file storage, how to create and manage the buckets and objects, and multi-part upload, security part lifecycle. And when you talk about file storage, how to create the mount target file path, all this storage gateway and load balancer. So what is the purpose of load balancer, role of load balancer, and what are the types we have, like public and private? So how to distribute the workload between the load balancers, and what are the components we have in the load balancer, and health check limitations. All this we'll see. So apart from this, we'll see about the databases as well, like how to create an on-premise database in OCA. So that also we'll see. Along with that, our autonomous database also we'll see, like autonomous transaction processing, autonomous data warehousing, or how to provision the virtual machine database, how we are provisioning the autonomous database, how we are connecting to autonomous database, and how do we load the data to autonomous database. So that also we'll see. And when you talk about your observability and management, okay, means like we'll see about the concepts, means monitoring. So monitoring service, how to get start, what are the key concepts, what is the notification service, access and limits, what are the service metrics we have, how do we write the metric queries, and how to manage the alarms. And when you talk about the logging, you can see the logs, like it is a logging service overview, fundamental concepts, enabling the service logs, and working with custom logs. Hope you would have got an idea, guys. Please let me know if you have any questions or queries.
Hello, good morning, and thank you for the session. I just want to mention there's some networking terms which I am not familiar with. I don't want to speak for others. So please, if you can define some of those before and give maybe examples, that would really help. Thank you.
Okay, examples for what you want?
I'm talking about there's some networking terms which I've heard in the course of this session, which I've never heard before. So I don't know if just moving forward, if you can define some of those key terms and just give maybe some relative examples, that I would really appreciate. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. See, we have in networking like virtual cloud networks and subnets and all. So virtual cloud networks means, like as we saw, availability domain we have, no? So inside this availability domain is being encompassed using this virtual cloud networks. So in AWS, you would have heard about virtual private zone, VPZ, you would have heard about. The same thing here, but we are just encompassing these availability domains under a cloud network called VCN, that is virtual cloud networks. Okay, so during our session we'll be seeing what is a VCN, what are the subnets we have, and how to create a VCN, how to create the subnets. All this we'll be seeing it, so that you'll get more idea on it.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, ma'am. Are we going to cover, suppose like we have on-prem and some of the server migrated, like DB server migrated to this public cloud. So how to, connect, or open the port between on-prem and on-prem to cloud and cloud to on-prem? This kind of.
Regarding the migrations, after this particular course, we have the professional course. There we will see the migrations. After completing these two courses, we have the professional course in which we will be seeing the migrations.
No.
And
So
how
I'm
to
not talking
connect
about
from
migration.
yeah.
Suppose like we just, any of the client like plan to migrate their DB server to the public cloud, they migrated. Now
Mm-hmm.
application servers are on on-prem, data center. So we wanted to make communication between application and database. So definitely there will be some network kind of a stuff will be there. So that opening of network between on-prem to cloud, cloud to on-prem will be covered as part of this course.
No, actually, that is done by third-party vendor, not in real time. Also, we don't have such a facility in free account. We don't have free trial account. We don't have that facility. And in case of real time, we have third-party vendor, which they will create one. They have the customer premises equipment. So using that, they will connect from the on-premise to the this one OCI. They will do that in real time, whereas we don't have that facility in case of our free trial account.
And which kind of courses you were talking about regarding migration? Can you just
That is for professional courses, Oracle Cloud Architect Professional. After completing this associate, the next step is professional. There we have this course, these topics.
That would be like different course, right?
Yes. After completing this, that is the second step.
This means this is for the creating the data server, building the server, right?
Yes. This
After
is covering your foundation and architect courses.
architect.
Yes.
After that, next step is like we as a DBA, I will continue the profession, right?
Correct. Yeah.
For the data movement from the
Yes.
physical to the cloud.
Correct. Yeah.
Rani, one question, like AWS provide free account only for training and practice purpose. So
Like no,
is Oracle Cloud provide similar facility?
No. See, what we are supposed to do is using credit card, we are supposed to create our cloud account.
Okay.
And no, like $1 they will deduct, and that also that is for only for verification purpose. And again, it will be refunded to our account. It will be returned back after verification. That $1 will be returned back, and that is valid for 30 days. Okay, when we are creating today means so next 14th this one June it will be there.
Okay.
So 30 days of validity. Yeah.
Okay, fine. And another question, in AWS, like they provide free
1 year.
Yeah, almost 1 year or 750
Correct.
hours, something like that. And if I use some paid services, like AWS provided one RDS service for database. Okay.
Correct.
Suppose if I use that service, so they charge me based on hourly basis or daily basis. They charge means like $1 or $2, whatever.
Yes.
Okay. So if in OCI, if I use some services like database service like Hexadata, so they charge or they are free in OCI only for learning and training purpose.
No, Exadata is not free. It is
Okay.
a paid service only.
Okay.
So normally you can create one VM instance, you can create here. in
Okay.
free trial. Yeah.
Okay. And is there any way I can go through the charge sheet, means how much they charge? Suppose if I
Yeah,
want to
like
use
you can go with your cloud.oracle.com. When you see,
Okay.
you can see the documents. OCI documents, when you want to see, here you will see everything. All the billing, how much for cloud, all those things they will provide you here. Say compute means compute machines when you create. So they will give here.
So, yeah. So for this course is something you said. I mean, this is a basic course. Whether you are a developer or a DBA, we supposed to get the knowledge on this basic stuff. After that, you are saying that for the professional, because I am the DBA. Okay. So as a DBA, I need to get the professional course. I mean, what are the database side modules going to cover and the professional side?
So in the professional, we'll see about like RAC and the DB migrations. You can check here, like education.oracle.com. You have your website here. Here you can see. Or OCI certificate professional, if you give also, it will give you. Here. Here, see, design scalable and elastic resilient solutions for HA and DR. Design cloud native microservices and serverless architecture. Deliver infrastructure as a code, that is using Terraform. Design, implement and operate Oracle database services. Design for hybrid and multi-cloud architectures. Migrate workloads, databases and data to OCI. Up-to-date training and field experience are recommended. So all this. So for HA, we can use this one, RAC and data guard, and the microservices, Kubernetes, containers, all those we can use. And then you can deliver the infrastructure as a code. Means using Terraform, you can develop the code. And we can design and implement the Oracle database services, and we can design for hybrid and multi-cloud architectures, and migrate the workloads and databases and data to OCI as well. So these are the things.
So as a part of migration, standalone and RAC database also we can migrate from on-premise to cloud, right?
Yes.
Ma'am, initially you said like we would be doing more about like practical kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So being like a student, how we gonna practice all those whatever you would be doing that? Are
That's
you
what
going to
you
provide
have to
us any?
create the cloud account using your credit card. You can create. So I'll show you the document. I'll share you the document as well.
Yeah, that I know how to create. I thought like
Okay.
providing something.
So that is the steps you have to follow. Just using the credit card, we have to create the account. For 1 month, it will be valid.
So one thing I noticed, like we are going to cover that monitoring and alarm kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So we're gonna configure all this email alerting and everything, right?
Yes, we'll do that.
And setting up matrices for monitoring any of the so like any of the like
some alarm
targets
will
or like
some
database or
simulate.
something.
Yeah, some simulation will some CPU service. Threshold will make it as some 90%, and then it has to send the alert mail for the mail ID.
And same as when we would be creating this compartment or these resources, that
Yes,
too,
yes.
we would be deep diving into these topics, right?
Yes, compartments we'll create. Under that only we'll do. That is the basic, right?
Yeah,
So we'll
basic.
create the compartments on our own, and what is the depth, how many subcompartments we can create, and how to move the resources between the compartments, how to create an IAM policy, and how do we inherit the policy, and how do we attach the policy with the compartments, the corresponding compartments, how do they relate. All this will.
Question.
Yeah, please.
My question is, after we completed the training and got certified, what position we apply the job? My next question, what's the relationship between Oracle Cloud, just like ERP, HCMA? I see a lot of job posting Fusion. Is there any relationship with Oracle Cloud?
No. Second question, that is apps DBA people will do. This is fully whatever we have seen, no? Like security, how to create the instances, how to connect to the instances, how to create the database, like that. How to associate the databases between the missions. That we will see. And in case of your first question, what was your first question?
My first question is, after we complete the training and get certified,
Yeah.
which position or
you
job
can,
position we apply?
Yeah, you can go with the associate architect. OCI architect,
Okay.
associate. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
OCI architect is something beginner only, right?
Yes. Foundation is the beginning. Second one is architect.
Rani, can you share that document to Oracle, that's on account creation?
Sure, yeah. I'll do that. I'll ask to share with you later.
Sure, thanks.
Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah.
I'm Virendra. I have opened the account for free training in Oracle, but now I have second time opened, then is denied.
Yeah,
It is
same
possible?
credit card number it won't allow. It will be registered in their database
No,
using the
earlier
same.
I opened in Corona,
Hmm.
then without credit card, and it's over 1 month. After then I have opened with credit card. This is denied the same number using his mobile number.
Yeah, that's
Or
what.
email address. Yeah.
Different mail ID, different phone number, different credit card you try.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Anything else, guys? Any questions? Let me know.
Duration of the course?
It is like 28 to 30 hours or 32 hours it might go.
We'll have the class for 5 days a week.
Yeah. Daily 1 hour.
As a core DBA, is this course
is relevant, very much relevant for the DBAs only.
okay.
Because people are moving, no? Many people are moving from on-premise to OCI. So our next scope is this one, to maintain the cloud.
Okay. So after this course only you will start with the professional one, right?
Correct, yeah. After completing this course, because this is the prerequisite for doing our professional. So when we complete this architect associate, then we have to go for the professional.
And in that we'll be having all the migration activity.
Correct,
from
yeah.
on-premises.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah. Fine, guys. If you have any other questions, we'll proceed, or else, well, let's wind up. Thank you, everyone, for your kind cooperation and support. So let's meet in our class session. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
Thank you too.